the Raptors, on the second night of a back-to-back, they welcome in the San Antonio Spurs to Amalie Arena in Tampa, and they beat them 117-112 and improved to 22-34 on the year. Tank Nation is furious. I'm just shocked, to be totally honest with you guys. Second night of a back-to-back. That team is right in the 8 or 9, I think they're in the 9 spot in the Western Conference. So they're battling right in there. And the Raptors on the second night of a back-to-back, I have to say it again because it's not sinking in yet. No Lowry, no Fred VanVleet, no Gary Trent Jr., no DeAndre Bembry. And you win? I gotta give these guys credit. I really do. As much as Tank Nation's going to get all over me for saying it, they played an all right game. They played a scrappy, fight-it-out type game. And you came away with the victory, 117-112. Now, ladies and gentlemen, before we break down all the stats, what are the 3 things that I always say? Rebounding, defensive three-point shooting. So how do you defend the 3? And how do you shoot the 3? Let's start with number 1. Number 1, on the glass. The Raptors were plus 12 on the glass, and the offensive boards were even at 13 apiece. Okay, that's a good start. Raptors won that one. How they defend the 3? Well, San Antonio shot 42% from three-point range. And that's not where you want to be, so San Antonio got that. But how'd you shoot the 3? The Raptors shot 47% from three-point range. You did 2 of the 3 things, and I will say it night in, night out. You do 2 of those 3 things, 90% of the time you are going to win. It would be nice to have all 3 and have yourself defend the 3 well. But alas, the Toronto Raptors are not very good at that. I don't know. This team has worked their tail off today in all different kinds of ways. Let's start in the first quarter, where the San Antonio Spurs won that quarter 32-30, but you're right in that game, you're only down by 2. After the first half, the Raptors are up by 1. They win that second quarter 28-25. They play pretty good defense. They only allow 25. You score 28. Okay, you're up by 1. Interesting. But we've seen this before. We've seen the Raptors kind of be in there, have a good first quarter, a good second quarter, and then the third quarter, they fall apart and they die. But in that third quarter, it doesn't happen. Raptors scored 27. They scored 25. You're up by, what is it? Actually, I think you were up by 1 at halftime. And you're up by 3 at the end of 3 quarters of play. But we're all kind of sitting here waiting for this team to kind of fall apart. Waiting for that big run from the San Antonio Spurs to just knock the Raptors out. But you didn't get it. The Spurs didn't give that punch. Whether that's due to the Raptors flying around like maniacs on defense, or whether it's the Spurs not shooting well, or if it's a mixture of both, because that's what I thought it was today. I thought they got some good looks, but they missed a lot of good looks. But the Raptors also played really, really hard. Yeah, they didn't play well defensively from 3. They gave it 42% from 3. However, the Spurs shot 42% from the field. It tells you what the Raptors did in every other way. They didn't play half bad in the paint. They did a pretty good job defending the ball inside the paint. I got to give the Raptors credit for that. Now, let's get to the numbers. We already talked about their field goal percentage, 42% from 3. I think they got shot 70. I got to get my numbers here. 70% from the free throw line. Raptors shot 47% from the field, 47% from 3, and 84% from the line. So you shot all over, better than the Spurs. You out-rebounded them, and you won. There it is. It's that simple, people. All right? Let's get to these certain players, because there's a lot of standout performances today and a lot of guys that made huge impacts in this W today. Ken Burch, good to see him get the start today, and I thought he looked great. 14 points, 6 boards, and a dime for Ken Burch. Shot 6 of 9 from the field. Had 1 steal and 2 denials. So a really good job for Ken Burch getting his first start as a Toronto Raptor. And he looked very comfortable out there. So a great job for him, and he was dynamite inside the paint. So a good job for Ken Burch. And easily, Easily the MVP in this basketball game, OG Anunoby, 22 points, 4 boards, 3 dimes, shot 7 of 14 from the field, was 4 of 7 from 3, and had 2 steals in the game. So a heck of a job for OG Anunoby there tonight at Amalie Arena. All right, Chris Boucher, much better game than we saw last night. We talked about it in yesterday's video, how he really didn't make an impact, and he was nowhere to be found. Him and Gary Trent were kind of ghosts in that game yesterday. But Boucher, better today. Had the double-double, 12 points, 12 boards, and an assist. Shot 5 of 9 from the field and 2 of 6 from 3. Those aren't bad numbers. But guys, you see certain plays and you scratch your head. Like late in this game when the Spurs were making a little run there. You know, he gets the ball up on the three-point line. He's just kind of standing there with the ball up in the air. And I'm thinking, Boucher, give it to your point guard. Let him handle the damn ball. But instead, I think it was DeJounte Murray or if it was Johnson, I can't remember who it was on the Spurs, got all over Boucher, ended up getting a jump ball out of it, and then Boucher lost the jump ball. So I'm thinking to myself, man, you got to have the instincts. Overall, a double-double, much better for Boucher, so I'll take that no matter what. The little bit of criticism I had to fire in there, but a double-double for Boucher, so a great job for him in that sense. All right? Pascal Siacom, after the great game he had yesterday, wasn't bad today. Would have loved to see some more efficient shooting from him. Shot 7 of 20 from the field. But again, 20 points, 11 boards, 6 dimes. Gave you a double-double and 6 assists in the game today. So a great job for Pascal. Had 2 steals and a block today. So a heck of a job for Pascal Siakam in this one. And Malachi Flynn's been unreal. He struggled shooting the ball from the field today, but made some big shots and had 16 points, 4 boards, 7 dimes, shot 4 of 15 from the field, which obviously is not very good. But he shot 3 of 7 from 3, and it would not be a Malachi Van Vliet game if he didn't have 2 steals. So a great job for Malachi, even though he didn't shoot the ball very well from the field, made all kinds of different impacts to help this team win today. So a great job from him. Now let's get to the new and improved bench mob, or at least they were today. Yuta Watanabe was on fire on both ends of the ball. 11 points, 4 boards, 1 dime for Yuta. Shot 4 of 6 from the field, was 3 of 5 from 3. And the active as heck defense from Yuta was on display there this evening against the San Antonio Spurs. Totally a brain fart there, but a great job for Utah today. That's the Yuta Watanabe you want to see. The active defense and making a few shots. Make an impact on the offensive end, not just on the defensive side of the floor. So great job for Utah. And in my opinion, such an underrated game for this guy, but he was fantastic. Freddie Gillespie. What a ball game for him. 9 points, 8 boards, 1 dime. Shot 3 of 5 from the field. Was 3 of 4 from the free throw line. Had 3 denials today. And 5 of his 8 rebounds were offensive boards. Okay, big fella. Crash the glass. Way to go, Freddie Gillespie. A fantastic ball game for him. And he really made a huge impact on the Raptors winning this ball game. Got to put this thing on silent now. There you go. All right? Beautiful. But great job for Freddie Gillespie going out there and absolutely putting in work today. He was all over the place, and that's what you love to see from your 5 coming off the bench. Just put in work, fly around like a nut job, grab offensive boards, get the putbacks, and a great job for Freddie Gillespie today. And good to see Paul Watson back out there. He had 9 points coming off the bench today in this one. All right? Raptor fans, the next game for the Toronto Raptors is on Friday night, as they host the Orlando Magic at 7:30 at Amalie Arena. I'm thinking to myself, well, with Orlando beating Chicago today, if I'm not mistaken, they won. I know they were up by like 9 in the fourth quarter. That could have changed, but as my memory suggests, Orlando was winning. Let's say they beat Chicago, and if they did, you guys can let me know. The Raptors are only 1 game back to Chicago for that 10th seed in that play-in. And I'm thinking to myself, do we really want that? Or do you want to tank? Like, I know Tank Nation's all for tanking, getting the great draft pick. I get that. And it's weird because if the Raptors get in this play-in, the playoff experience might come out, but we don't know. Like, I have absolutely no idea what to expect from this team night in, night out. Because you saw yesterday they were garbage for majority of the game. And then on the second night of the back-to-back where this team is downright terrible on back-to-backs, you play a pretty solid game and you win with 4 of your guys out. Sure, it makes no sense, but the Raptors found a way to get a win today. All right, so you know, guys, that is going to do it for this one. If you enjoyed the video, if you enjoyed the video and you enjoyed the game, if you're a Raptor fan, but if you're on Tank Nation and didn't enjoy the game but liked the video, smack the like button. I do appreciate that. Hit the subscribe button if you guys have not already. Comment down below your thoughts on the video, your thoughts on the game. What'd you like, what'd you not like from today's game? Twitter is down below for myself. Follow up, send me a DM to that great stuff. The Instagram page is down below as well. So follow up there if you have not done so already. And I will talk to you guys, Jay's Edition, tomorrow night as they open up the 4-game set against the Kansas City Royals. 8:10 is the first pitch at Kauffman Stadium in Kansas City. I have no idea who else on the mound for the Blue Jays, and I'm so scared because it's a slot that is open right now. I thought it was going to be Steven Matz, but they said today it's a slot open, and I'm like, I can sniff Tanner Roark in the weeds, and I'm like, no, Charlie, you put him in the bullpen for a damn reason. That's what it means he stays in the bullpen. So not happening. We'll have to see what happens tomorrow, though. 8:10 first pitch at Kauffman Stadium. As for the Leafs, their next game is tomorrow night as well, as they take on the Winnipeg Jets at Scotiabank Arena. It's a 7 o'clock puck drop there. The Leafs are going to get back into the win column after those last couple tough losses, the one against Montreal and the overtime loss to Calgary there last night. All right? And as for the Raptors, as we mentioned, their next game is on Friday night as they host the Orlando Magic. Looking for back-to-back W's? I mean, Orlando's not a very good team. Maybe. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. We have no clue what we're expecting from this team on Friday night, so we'll have to just sit back and watch. 7:30 tip-off there on Friday against the Magic at Amalie Arena, all right? So thank you guys so much for listening and watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. We'll talk to you guys then.